Hey YouTube, we are back with another video for you guys today. Now it is Tuesday and I am training with my lovely client Morgan. Well, I would say lovely friend. She is incredible and I'm really excited to see her. We are training upper and then we are going to go through some posing. Her posing has already come on a long way. We just want to make sure that we're getting those transitions flowing now and that she has got a good routine that she can practice consistently before she steps on stage at the end of next year in some natural shows, which is super exciting, and I just can't wait for her to do that. So it is currently around 10:30 in the morning, I think. I have been for a walk. I woke up feeling pretty shitty. To be honest, I had a really shitty day yesterday. I'll be so honest. This is kind of deep, but you know what? We're honest here, and I guess it shows you that even if you see someone on social media doing everything that they're meant to be doing, they might not be enjoying it in that moment, okay? I was driving back on Sunday and it drove me down the road where my dad's work is. And I saw the sign and I saw the sign, it would open up my eyes. No, I saw the sign. And sometimes grief, it just hits you out of nowhere. And this road's like a long country road and I'm like looking out the window like, whoa, okay, it's hit me. So that really hit me when I was driving back from a show. Like, seeing your people anyway on stage is an emotional feeling. So that was a lot. Being so proud and just like beaming for them. And then seeing then driving back on the road my dad used to work on, where his work used to be, that hit me. And I don't really struggle with the grief a lot. Like, I just don't. I just very much get on with it. But when it hits me, it hits me. And it can stay for a couple of days. So then yesterday I woke up and I just felt really deflated. And then I was in the gym. I did not want to be there. I cried in the middle of my session probably a couple of times. But I got it done. I don't know how, but I just did it and I just fucking sent it. I said to myself, just get fucking angry at your life and send your session. And it probably wasn't my best performance, but to be honest, I still did well. I did all right. So, you know, that's what matters. And then I came back and I had a nap. I think the traveling as well, it's a lot, but I had a nap for 20 minutes and then I had 2 calls. Talking to some of the girls who want to join the team, which is fabulous. And then today's a new day. It's a better day. I'm proud that I did what I needed to do yesterday, but today, as I said, it's a new day and it's a good day because I'm seeing Morgan and then I'm going to see Phoebe later on. I need to prep my pre-meal because I need to consume that in like an hour, so I will start prepping that now. I have edited some content and it's going to be a good day. But I wasn't going to mention that, but you know what, like, I guess it's important to share that everyone's going through something. And look, guys, this chair, let me show you this chair for a minute. Let me show you this chair. Just like a little interlude of my deep moment. Like, should I just talk to you like this? Period. Okay, anyway, let me just rewind. Yeah, so essentially everyone's going through something and we're all just getting by as best as we can. Anyone that you see online, on social media, all has their own things, and it is up to you to do what you need to do and essentially reach your goal. And yeah, I told myself that no matter my circumstance, I'm not letting it define my outcome. And I've continued to say that to myself every single day. And I will continue to do so. So anyway, that's that, guys. I don't even know if I'll leave that in because it's kind of deep. And I get really scared to talk about my life. Even though it's my life, I can do what I want with that information, because I never want people to think, oh my God, she wants sympathy, like she's saying she's got these problems. Like, no, I'm very lucky to live the life I live and I'm grateful for that, which is also incredible to say considering what's happened, lol. But, you know, life's life. We have to do what we can with what we've got, and I shall do that. Who's being a lump on my phone? So yeah, that's that, guys. and it's time to go make some food. So let's go do that. Right, here we are. I have popped a question box on my story. Another YouTube getting done, pop some questions below and answer them to see if, I mean, it's a really shit photo, but like real, I don't care. See if anyone has questions, because like, what do people have questions for me? Not that anyone ever does, but we'll see. We'll see about that. So we have my pre-meal, which is, where's my small pan? Oh, dishwasher's done. Dishwasher's done. Let's pretend I don't know it's done, because I am emptying it right now. Oh, I'm gonna have to scrape this off. Okie doke, we are ready to assemble our pre-workout meal of the day for our upper session. Did I say we're doing upper? I think so. So I've got my chicken here, my 200 grams of cooked chicken, which I won't take out of there. I will just place this on the scales again so I can then work out what I actually need. So 142 grams divided by 2. Wait, can I do that in my head? No, can't be asked. 71. 71 grams, zero it, take away 71 grams. Perfect, oh my God. How amazing is that? My rice. Which, as you know, I like to put my chocolate on my rice and it melts. Don't judge it till you try it. Crazy, really. And then my broccoli. Drain. All that food, oh my God. Then 20 grams of honey. I'll just put this over the rice and the chicken. Maybe a bit on the broccoli actually, why not? I do a little bit less than 20 because these scales probably won't pick up as much. I don't know, I'm probably fine, but that's just what I do. So here we have my pre-workout meal, which I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna pop on a video and sit and eat this. I have, what time is it? Probably have about 40 minutes, I need to leave. Do I need to get changed as well? So I better get eating. I have ate and now I'm gonna make my pre-drink. So I need to fill it with petrol as well. So I'm gonna leave a bit earlier. So I've got my, oh, it's going everywhere. Raspberry Twist Mega Pump from Conte. Put a fat scoop of that in there. My creatine, oh my God, this has gone literally everywhere. Can you see that? Scoop of creatine. Oh my God, that is a joke. That's okay. Always be wiped up, can't it? There we go. And then some L-glutamine in there, which is fabulous. And that's everything, guys. I am gonna go now. Maybe I'll record some bits in the gym with Morgan. If not, then we're gonna go through all the questions that people have asked. I've had a few questions already, which is great. So we can go through all of those together, which will be fun. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Hello again, guys. So I had a lovely upper session with Morgan, and then we went through posing, which I said we would do, which is fab. I think I have some clips of our training, so I will put that in there. Oh my god, I can literally cross my legs on this chair. It is so fun. I fucking love this chair. Anyway, I am coming on to answer some of the questions that you guys have asked on my question box that I put on Instagram today. Okay, so a lot of them were asking about kind of will you / am I planning to compete again, any news of when your next prep will start and the goal for the upcoming season, and next year's goals bodybuilding wise. So quite a few about kind of when I'm next planning to compete. So the plan, fingers crossed, if my health is in a good spot, if I have a regular cycle and, you know, I'm also mentally feeling good to do another prep, is hoping to compete at the end of next year. So that means prep will probably start at around the beginning of May next year, okay? Which is quite soon, really, thinking about it. Less than a year's time now. But as I said, that will only happen if I kind of have my regular cycle, so we can like preferably do a pre-prep diet and then push up again a little bit and then do another prep. I am waiting for my period to come again this month, so yeah, if my health is good, then hopefully that's what I can do. But also, so I really want to compete again as a junior, which will mean that I have to compete at the end of next year or the beginning of 2028. So I could prep at the end of next year and then go at the beginning of 2028. But as well, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to compete again as a junior. But it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be doing any junior classes anymore. Because I'm not doing PCA junior because I'll be doing the pro show. And also when I'm in two bros, like I'll just be doing my height class, my open class instead. Like there's no point doing junior, paying for that class when I want to get into the overall. So that is not really as much of a thought in my brain anymore of wanting to compete as a junior still. And if I need to take more time, and if I'm thinking like, you know, I want to make more progress, and next time I want to go on stage I want to actually look completely fucking different, and I want to take more time, then I will. You know, I've got all the time in the world to then compete. You know, I'm only 21 still. So the timeline is either the end of next year, maybe the beginning of 2028, or just whenever. Like there's no set timeline yet. But if I was going to compete next year, then it would be the PCA finals in October, the pro show, and then a NPC regional, and then a run of pro qualifiers to try and get my IFBB pro card, which is exciting and something that I still never thought I'd say, and I can't believe I am saying, but it's the next goal, and it would be pretty fucking cool to try and get that, you know? So those are kind of the competing goals of what I would want to be doing. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you charging it right now? Actually, right now, I ain't charging it. Like, I'm having quite a good day. I mean, although I just got some uni results back, which were absolutely diabolical, but then I got another uni result back, which was absolutely incredible and the best result I've ever got. So I did charge it for a minute, and then I thought, you know what, I don't need to charge it anymore because I've got a really good result. So actually, today probably on a level 3 charging it. So that's really positive. Simran, you're asking me these questions. Okay, what's some tips you have to someone starting the gym? My biggest tip to someone starting the gym. This isn't even plugged in. I don't know if it's gonna work. Hey, my phone wasn't plugged in for that bit, but I'm gonna leave it in because I can't be asked to redo it. Anyway, what are my biggest tips to someone starting the gym? So my biggest tip for someone, tips it says, so I can say multiple, thank you. You've allowed me to waffle here. My first biggest tip for someone starting the gym is to get yourself a training program. Now, if this is one that you create yourself and that you stick to, cool. Or if you get a coach and they create you a training plan as well, cool. But the reason being is so you're going into the gym, you know exactly what you're doing, where the machines are. When you get used to your plan, you'll know where to walk around, you know what exercises are next, and you know kind of how the session is going to run. That is going to give you a lot more peace and like reassurance, I guess, of your training and of your hour in the gym. Because if you're going in without any direction, you're going to get there, you're going to feel stressed, you're going to feel nervous, you're not going to be productive, you're going to leave and you're going to feel like that was shit, I can't get on with the gym, I can't do gym, I don't know what to do. But that's because you've not got a set training plan. That is probably one of the most important things which you need to do. You just have a training plan so you go in and you know what you're doing. Another tip for someone starting the gym is a lot of the time when you're starting the gym, you are looking at people on social media, but you need to not. Basically, yes, you can take inspiration from them and you can kind of, you know, get some guidance from them, but you've got to be careful who you're taking guidance from. And also you need to not compare yourself, because they've been doing it for a long time and you've only just started. You know, they were where you were once. Shit. And comparing yourself is only gonna make you feel disheartened. And that's not what you want. And this is for fun. Like, you're doing this for fun. You're doing this to better yourself. You're doing this to feel more confident. You're doing this to enjoy it. And the last thing you want to be doing is scrolling through Instagram and thinking, wow, she's just so good at the gym. Like, why can't I look like her? Why can't I be like her? Because at the end of the day, like, she's just a normal human being like you are. And she's just going to the gym like you are. So don't compare yourself. Get a set training plan and just stick with it. That's another tip. Just stick with it. If you're feeling like you can't do it, you can. You've just not given it a big enough of a chance yet for it to work, because the progress that you want to see takes time. And if we all were to progress immediately like that, then no one would be in the gym, because they'd go for a week and then they'd be what they want to look like, right? But they're not. That's why they're there every single week and you see them at the same time every single bloody week, okay? So give it time, have a training plan, and stop comparing yourself to people on social media. Those are my 3 big tips from heidib. Is bikini the only category you see yourself in? Yes, yes. I'm not big enough for anything else. And also I love the bikini category. Like, I love the look. I love the hair, I love the glam of the bikini. I love the training for bikini as well, which is a big thing. Like, I love training my glutes now and my delts. Like, that's just fucking incredible. I love doing that. So obviously that's very important. And I just, I think if I did like a PCA toned figure last year, maybe I could have done all right in it. But that would have just been funny. Like, I could have, I guess, maybe. But also, I'm not a fan of, I would not be able to do the routines. So, like, I don't know, maybe like in the natural show, I might have been able to do all right in that. But again, I don't enjoy doing the routines and stuff. Like, I'm not very flowy or dancey. Posing is really, really hard for me already. So that would just be like an extra challenge, which if I had to, I'd do it, but I don't have to. So I'm not going to do it, you know? Okie doke. So another question. If you could do your first prep again, what's one thing you would change, if anything? Okay, so it's really difficult, because the one thing that I would want to change is towards the end, how I was with the people around me. Like, I wanted to make more effort with them, but when you're in that point where you're like so tired and all you have to do is put your energy into prep, it's really difficult to make time for other people. And so definitely next time I want to make sure that I still include myself in life and I don't isolate, because I definitely did that. But also I lived on my own for a lot of it, so I couldn't really help that. So yeah, I definitely think one thing would be to stay involved in life and actually still talk to people. Like, don't ignore them on messages. If someone's messaged me, I just wouldn't reply. So I wouldn't have the energy to type out a message. I couldn't be asked. So next time, don't do that. Also, I would just pose more, because towards the end I definitely let that slip. Do more posing. That's why now I've got a posing coach again and I'm really on it with my posing, because next time I come to prep, I know I'm not going to have the mental capacity or the energy to perfect things. So it needs to be perfect now for when I prep. It's not, I don't even have to think about it. So that's the main thing, the main two things that I would say, in regards to if I could do my first prep again, what would I change? Okie dokie, the next question I have been asked is, how are you finding your off season? Now, my off season is going really well. It has felt like quite a limbo, as we are still in the process of just getting a regular cycle back. But we've had one, so that's the main thing. And I'm definitely at that point now where I feel quite uncomfortable. Some days I'm fine, and some days I'm like I'm the heaviest I've been, and I feel uncomfortable and I want to be leaner. Like, I'm purposely heavier, and that is a hard concept to grasp, but I just remind myself all the time that I have to sit here, you know, to make sure that I do improve for next time. And I will be so mad at myself if next time I'm on stage and I look the same. Like, that embarrasses me. To know that if I ever cut a diet off season short, which I can't because I've not got a regular cycle, I can't diet until that happens again. But if I did have a regular cycle and I was feeling uncomfortable, I still wouldn't cut it short, because I'd hate to think that I've not grown because I felt uncomfortable for a couple of weeks. Like, no. This time is so incredibly important to ensure that I build the muscle that I want to achieve the goal that I want to achieve. So yeah, it's hard at times, and a lot of the time I just put on clothes that are comfy for me to wear, and I just pamper myself, do my hair, do my makeup, of course, I'm just a girl, and reiterate why I'm doing it, and focus on why I'm actually doing it, because I enjoy training and I enjoy being strong, and I can't be that if I'm not eating and growing and fueling properly. So that's how my off season is going. Guys, it's the next day and I didn't shut off this video, so I am gonna say bye now, and thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed listening to the answers to some of my questions that I got asked. If you have watched to the end of this video, then please comment below your favourite exercise in the gym. There we go, comment below that, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I will see you in the next one.